lights in the night patrol. K9 by my side, aching soul. Whip up a storm in the kitchen heat. I'll spot the game, never miss a beat. Green thumb in the dirt we grow. Friends with devil dog going toe to toe. Cooking meals fit for a king. Uniform strong, let them freedom ring. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow. Patrol the beat around the block. Crime and chaos, we're the shock. Dogs loyal, love them true. Badge of courage, painted blue. Late night calls don't slow me down. In my garden, wear the crown. Cooking meals with flair and fun. The badge I wear, second to none. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow. Late night calls don't slow me down. In my garden, wear the crown. Cooking meals with flair and fun. The badge I wear, second to none. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow.
Sorry about that. Hey, well, let's see. Let me get the chat on going on here. First, let me say thank y'all for coming in. Hey, Sue over at the Bud Files. I want to say hello. Always good to see you, brother. Brutal Bob. Let's see. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Jerry over Butler Family Farm. Jerry, I did get a chance to watch some of that. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it as of yet. Jerry had his live stream tonight, and I hadn't had a chance to watch all of it. But hey, Shawnee Groves, good to see you. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I understand. Christmas is coming up very soon, and no, I hadn't got to Bubba yet, although I'm looking forward to that. Truth is, I may watch the whole thing just to see Bubba. I'm looking forward to that. But, tonight was we had 4 people on campus to cover the whole campus. But, one of them is contracted. They are only at the front gate. The other one I've been told to keep at the front gate until further notice. And I was at the front gate, and that only left, one officer to cover the grounds. So I had to go out on grounds. Eddie was being good tonight, or Bubba was being good. I'm assuming that was Bubba. That's interesting. I got to give it to you on that. Kind of reminds me of Jan. Jan's got a sister that comes on there. Luce Fawcett, I think her name is. But anyhow, I guess I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and It's tonight. As always, working on my. I don't know if y'all see that. I got peanuts and rum in there. Bubba was. Eddie was not there. Okay. Well, I know Eddie. I don't think Eddie got much sleep today. In fact, I think he took a nap today, which he was griping at me about. He said, "How do you know he wasn't there?" And he might have been lurking. After all, I've been in a couple lives where I was lurking, tonight. But I wasn't doing a lot on YouTube tonight, but a little bit. Lay off the booze. Hey, this is medicine. This is for medical use only. It can't help it if I actually enjoy it as well. So, besides, I ain't had none yet. I gotta let it soak for an hour. Let's see, we were talking about him, and he would have said something. I am sure. I don't know what to tell you. He may have, he may not have. Loose Fawcett is Jan when she was has a little too much. Well, yeah, believe it or not, I'm aware of that. I ain't had too much in a long time, so maybe I'll have to get me some of that stuff, for Loose Fawcett. Maybe Bubba Gump or something. I don't know. That would seem to make sense. After all, Bubba Gump just seems to. Well, I like the name, and let's see. Hang on, let's throw a couple of. There we go. There's some sound effects. That always picks things up. Well, you should be sleeping right now. I ain't trying to keep you up. In fact, if you don't hang up soon, Jamie's going to get all over you. And not in a good way. Just saying. Let's see. Simplify, hoorah. By the way, you can, if you'd like to, we do believe in where is that? There it is. Let's throw that up around the bottom. We do believe in buildings. Yes, hey, you need to go back to bed so you can work tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Are you working tomorrow, Eddie? I don't know. I don't think he mentioned it. But I did have my friend Trucker Jay brought me some food tonight up at work. It was really good. Well, then go to bed. That's all I can tell you. He is at 3 jobs tomorrow. Oh, wow. We have 3 so far. Okay, well, maybe you'll get more. The more work you do, the more money you make. That's a good thing. In fact, believe me, I know. More is better than less, especially when it comes to money. So Jamie just yelled at me. Well, there you go. Go to bed. Ain't no reason for you to be up just because I'm on. Unless you just want me to feel special. Turn off the phone, turn off the computer, and go to bed. You don't have to be up just because I'm on. The truth is, I'm just here killing time, still killing time in a honky tonk prison, still killing time. Well, then go to sleep. Turn off the phone, or at least hang it up. Hey, Strange Dog Comic Stuff, good to see you. I've been watching some comedians here of late. I hadn't seen any today. Get notification. Well, you didn't have to click on it. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy you're here. But after all, I'm kind of working. I guess I'm working on watch hours. I was over 3,000 at one point on this channel, but you know, I didn't have it monetized. Yeah, you have. I am a comedian. I realize that you try real hard, and sometimes you're very funny. So I give you props on that, Eddie. So still, right now you should be in bed asleep. I know you're already in bed, but go to sleep. Just hang up the live stream, or turn the volume way, way down low and leave it sitting over to the side. I don't know. The how at some point I will go through. I promise. At some point, I ain't gonna go all night. That's for sure. But I will sit here, for a little while, and I'm like I said, I'm waiting on my rum and peanuts to get ready. And so once it's ready, sing him to sleep. Yeah, okay. Rock-a-bye Eddie in the treetop. When the wind blows, the barracks will rock. No, please don't. It's getting to you, ain't it, Eddie? You falling asleep? You already sleepy? Let's see. Yep, Eddie's falling asleep. Hang on, let me turn this fan around. There we go. All right. I don't mind singing. I really don't. I can't promise it'll be any good. In fact, that gives me an idea of something I was thinking about before I got home. Good night, little Eddie. A redneck saying, how about we do a redneck reading rap lyrics? Let's see. I like big butts lyrics. That's a rap song. And also, I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When the girl walks in with the itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. That will wake him up. Probably will. Hey, Gandalf, good to see you. All right. Now, after you get sprung, let's see. Want to pull up tough because you noticed that butt was stuffed. Deep in the jeans she's wearing, I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. See, James Security's giving me nightmares. That's funny. All right. Oh, where are we? Oh, baby, I want to get with you and take your picture. My homeboys tried to warn me but that butt you got makes me so horny. Oh, rump, oh, smooth skin. You say you want to get in my bins. Well, use me, because you ain't that average groupie. I seen them dancing. To hell with romancing. She sweat wet. Got it going like a turbo vet. I'm tired of magazines saying flat butts are the thing. Hang on. I got to spit. Always a pleasure to see y'all. Oh, where was we? Tired of magazines saying flat butts are the thing. Take the average black man and ask him that. She gotta pack much back. So fellas, yeah. Has your girlfriend got the butt? Hell yeah. Hey, I can't help the cussing that's in the lyrics. Tell them to shake it. Shake that healthy butt, baby got back. All right, then it says LA face with an Oakland booty. I don't know if that's the words or LA faced with the Oakland booty, probably lyrics. Baby got back, and then it says again in uh, parentheses, LA faced with an Oakland booty. I like them round and big. Okay, that's enough of that. Anyhow, hey Santa Claus, Merry Christmas, everyone. And by the way, it is Christmas Eve now, so Christmas Eve gift. In my family, we go through and we say, Christmas Eve gift, and that means you're supposed to give whoever gets you first a Christmas Eve gift. So, it's never worked, but hey, maybe it will. Anyhow, we're tonight. Well, I don't know. Let me get some feedback out there. Does anybody like the rap song lyrics? Should I continue? Yeah, hit the like button if y'all get a wild hair. Feel free to share it out if you get a wild hair. If you're enjoying the live stream. If not, don't tell anybody. I'm just playing. But Merry Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve gift. That reminds me, I probably ought to send. No, they may have their phones by them, so I don't want to, wake them up. Maybe I could send them an email though. Maybe. It's just a thought. Let's see. I really need to get rid of that filler word. I say it way too often. Anyhow, today we had 3 calls today. I wrote 2 reports, and I did get a chance to one thing that I really got to get rid of that word. I could probably cut out half my live stream if I just got rid of that one word, that filler word. I don't even know if it's a real word. It's just a filler. Anyhow, what was I just had a thought. Where was it? Let me see if I can catch it. I don't remember. But I did have a thought. Hang on. There we go. Wrapping gifts now. Cool. We didn't, well, technically we did buy gifts, but most of it's just like bottles of alcohol. Here we go. Santa Claus.
Well, hello there. I'm taking, buddy, get those things loaded. Lubafana needs those tonight. Hi. My goodness, it's getting late. Jumping jingle bells.
It is.
Going crazy.
I tell you what, it's your night, brother.
Oh.
It's
been a joy to do it, but boy, am I going to sleep the day after tomorrow.
I believe it. What time does your day start, when you start delivering? Hey, Kyle.
Actually, deliveries have already started. You got to remember, the other half of the world is well in advance of us over here.
That's true.
So we're doing a major distribution right now to various points. We're almost like a quadrillion times bigger than UPS. It's huge.
I believe it. How many gifts are you going to deliver over the next, 24 hours or whatever?
Countless. There's just so many of them that are going out. So I'm just like, I'm still doing videos for children. I actually just uploaded another one. I'm like, wow, talk about last minute.
Well, do you ever explain to them how you fit all the toys in that red bag?
Well, the whole thing is, if I have to start explaining how our Christmas magic works, I don't want them to lose. I don't want to lose that magic. I want them to just accept the fact that it's all fitting into the sack. But and I've seen some interesting movies out lately. Red One's excellent. They shrink them all down. It's like coming out of a salt shaker into the stockings, and poof, there it fills up the stocking. I'm like, wow, okay, that's a cool idea.
Well, I tell you what, you make me feel special coming on here. You know, I got the one and only Santa Claus, you know, and knowing how busy you are right now.
Well, I figured, I saw you on. I just finished uploading that last video, and the old Claus here is going to take a little bit of a break, but I'll be right at it in just a few hours.
I know that.
Crazy.
Do you drink coffee, Santa?
You know what? I used to. I don't drink as much coffee as I used to drink. But I do maintain my fluid intake. I need it.
I believe it.
Mostly beverages like eggnog or ice cold milk is something I really enjoy. Even got into chocolate almond silk. I really like that stuff.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's yummy.
I kind of like coconut milk.
Well, yeah, but it. I may be magical, but the one thing you don't want is Santa constantly having to do pit stops, as we put it in our industry. Gotta go water the reindeer.
There we go. I think everybody's favorite is probably Rudolph because of the red nose.
Well, I'm sure he is, but I couldn't do without my top 8 reindeer. They're pretty amazing.
Oh, I believe it. But Rudolph, in case a blizzard hits again, Rudolph would be there to lead with his nose so bright.
You gotta watch out though. Rudolph takes that up to the extreme. There's many times I've caught Rudolph in the Dairy Queen. I looked at Rudolph. Why are you in here? He says, because there's a blizzard in here. I said, no, Rudolph, you don't eat those. No, those are not for you.
Oh, that's funny. Come here, Nikki. Nikki, come on. Well, I didn't call all of y'all. She wanted me to divert the other dogs so she could go lay on the. Well, now she's getting back down. Nikki's, my doggies are being sweet doggies. Not to worry, y'all gonna get to sleep in the bed with me and Mama tonight. So they got something to look forward to.
Well, that's good. Anyway, my brother, I'm going to start. I'm going to have to sign off here pretty quick because I've got so much to do, and my day tomorrow is going to be insane. But I promise you, the moment that I have a chance, once everything is done, Boxing Day after I've had a rest, maybe I'll try to get a hold of you and we'll chit chat. And I'll give you, as we call in the industry, an after action report.
That's awesome. I appreciate that, Santa.
You bet. And thank you for being such a great influencer in the community. You're an awesome man.
Well, I appreciate the high praise. I'm not sure that I'm worthy of it, but I do appreciate it.
Well, we're going to wish you the merriest Christmas ever, and all of you out there watching this wonderful little live stream, a Merry Christmas to you, and I gotta wish a Happy New Year. We need a Happy New Year. We've had some struggles, and I'm sure that we got brighter times ahead. So God bless you all.
God bless you too, Santa.
Okay, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Isn't that cool? We got Santa. We had Santa on our live stream. That's awesome. Santa's good people. Giving gifts to all them kids and what have you. You got to love that. We just, like I said, we just waiting on the rum to get soaked into the peanuts. And well, let's see. We've read lyrics on something, on a rap song. I guess we could find some more lyrics on something, or I could sing a Christmas song. How about that? A Christmas song. Y'all like a Christmas song? Type 1 in the chat if you want to hear a Christmas song. 2 if you want to hear 2 Christmas songs. We'll go with that. All right. How about? And I'm not sure I know any of them. 1. Okay. 1 it is. Let me find the right. 2. Okay, we got 2. Okay, 2. All right. Let me get the right. Let me see if I can search. I want to make sure I get the words right. So, how about just don't twerk? Okay, that's fair enough. I won't twerk tonight. Although I got to admit, I was thinking about it. Of course, after I've had a little bit of these peanuts, can't tell what's going to happen. But all right, night, Jerry. Thanks for coming on, brother. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. I like that one. All right. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. And from now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Maybe I should try to find something more in my key. How about Jingle Bells? I like Jingle Bells. Oh, I know Jingle Bells. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, that's pretty much it. Then you just repeat. How about White Christmas? Okay, that sounds good. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. I'm off key. Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Oh, the snow. I said, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Let's go, Sticks, let's go. I said, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. It looks like that's pretty much the same thing over and over again. Okay, we'll find another one. Let's see. All right, how about Silent Night? That's a good one too. Let's see if I get it to come up. Of course, it wouldn't be silent if there wasn't, silent and singing. That ain't where I want to go. Let's see. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Well, I don't know the second and third verse, so I'm not sure I'd get that right. Let's see. How about We can do that one, I think. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long, long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. I don't know. I don't know that last part. So, hey, I'm just doing what I can. Hey, Ellsworth Carl. Merry Christmas to you, brother. And Christmas Eve gift. Hey, I thought I'd throw it out there. You know, that's a holiday tradition in my family. But, is just curious, what are y'all planning for Christmas? Are y'all having family over? Y'all going to see other folks? What's shaking? Merry Christmas to all, and all a wonderful night and a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. So, Ellsworth, y'all having any folks over, or just you and the family? Make sure you tell Lacey I said sup. Stacy did. Nikki, do you want to come over here and say hey to the folks? Come here. Okay. Tell you what, I'll bribe you. Why do I got to bribe you to come over and say hey to everybody? All right. We'll do this one at a time. Y'all come up and say hey to the folks. All right. Come here. Come on. Up. Oh, well, Nikki decided she wanted to go first. So there's Nikki. Merry Christmas, Nikki. The black sheep of the family that don't get invited to anything. Hey, I know, I understand the feeling. Truthfully, I do. Hey, I love my family, but I feel kind of, what is the word? Alienated. They all different than I am. Helping to be the law, heading to the in-laws, evening and night. Christmas Day is in my house with my kids. Then lunchtime at my brother's house. That's awesome, Shawnee. All right. I'm going to give the other dogs one, too. Nikki, you're going to have to hop down so I can bring, like Rosemary up. Come here, Rosemary. Come on. Up. There we go. This is Rosemary. Ow. Yes, I love you. And yes, you're going to get a treat. I'm working on it, sweetheart. Don't get too anxious. Here we go. Over here. There we go. You go, girl. Merry Christmas. I'll give you more treats later. Yes. AJ still ain't got hers yet. I can't be giving out, everybody a bunch of treats. It's for your appetite. Yes. You sweet girl. She's a cutie. Cutie patootie. She just turned one. She's all right, hang on, AJ. It's gonna be your turn. All right, come here, AJ. AJ, up. AJ. Come on up, AJ. All right, come here. Well, if you don't get up, you don't get a treat. Now, you think I don't know I already gave you one? All right, fine. I'll give you another. How can I resist that cute face? Yes. Well, we normally go over like to my parents for Christmas, but Mama hadn't been feeling well, and um, the sickness been going throughout the family over on my aunt's side, and Mama spent some time over there. So we're gonna try to. I expect we'll still drop off over there. Come here, AJ. Come here, AJ. AJ, come here. Okay. You ain't got to come all the way up. Nikki, did you want another one? Okay, one more, AJ. I'll treat Nikki a little bit later. She'll get another. That's it. No more. No moss. Y'all can go. Oh, there's Nikki. She's under the table, under the desk. Come on, Nikki. Come on, Nikki. Come on. Come on. All right, here we go. Come on. Come on up, Nikki. AJ, you've had, well, Rosemary's had too many. All right. Here we go, Nikki. Nikki's a little camera shy. She was on so many videos to begin with. I think she got tired of all the stardom. We'd go places and say, "Ooh, Nikki." It was kind of funny. We went to the Petals of the Past, and Tammy would not. She doesn't get on video, so people would know that was Tammy because I talked about her, and they'd see Nikki. And so, anyhow, no, I see, Deb. Yeah, I understand, Carl. I obviously feel like I'm the black sheep of my family as well. I'm the first person in my family ever to go in law enforcement. And all the rest of the family got a lot more education than I do. I guess I was just one that was contrary. Had to do things my own way. But things probably would have been a lot better if I'd have done some things different. But I ain't got, I don't have but a couple of things in my life I would have, I really regret. And ain't many. And I think that's the way you got to live life. I think you got to, try to make a decision every day to do the right thing. And not that, my family does too. We just don't always see things the same way. And so, but still, I think every one of them have a compass, a moral compass that points to a true north, and they try to follow it. So, anyhow, let's see. Wait a minute. Let's do it. Can y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all can or not. It's like a phone vibrate. And then do a ringtone. All right. A buzzer. A doorbell. A soft knock. Or better yet, hey, I got an idea. Let's do the voice box. Y'all tell me if you can hear this, and if y'all like, maybe we'll vote on it. See, let's try maybe human. High pitch, voice is human. We'll just go for human. All right, let's try these out.
Well, do y'all hear me now? Does it sound different than using the voice mod? So it should sound different, but I can't tell what it sounds like. But here it is.
This is Jeff. He lives a beanie. And looks like he needs a shave. Maybe a mustache, a little bit of stuff.
There's light. That don't look like a blade.
We'll go with Al for a while. Marcus. No, that's AI. Sorry, it says Marcus. So, Marcus looks like, if I had, based on his face I'm seeing, it looks like maybe he's a Bears fan. He's a football fan. You could tell that. But he looks unhappy, so maybe he's a. Oh, that was okay. The one I'm on now. Okay. Let's have it. Agatha.
Now, Agatha, obviously a female. Agatha looks like she might have a tendency to make cookies, and she's the type that they have. I picture her with having little hard candies in her purse. Yes, them out to the kids when they are around. Let's see. This is Alice. Well, it was Alice. Looks like she's a bit of a Karen. Maybe a combination of her mom Karen. I don't know. Let's see.
That's weird. Okay. And Chad. Now, Chad looks like he made the, an honorary yuppie, maybe. Well, you got kind of here. I'll tell you what, I'll show you all the pictures and y'all can judge for yourself. Maybe even have some input on which ones to use. Well, let's see. Boy. This is currently Chad. And I don't know, you think he sounds like a surfer? Okay, does he look like a surfer? Maybe. I wonder if I can size this spring. I don't see how. Okay. But I guess that could be a surfer. This one is Vicky.
For some reason, I picture Vicky as being, maybe a New Yorker. Maybe a dog walker. Somebody walks dogs for folks. Or maybe a secretary. I don't know. This is
Mr. G. He kind of looks like that fella from, what you call it? I don't know really Salem. I might have to watch this later to see why they forced the soundboard. He looks like that fella that owns Facebook, though. I think he does, anyhow. Let's see.
now I can see where they get this as caring. Everybody knows what a caring, is. Let's see. Yes, who? Karen, that's right. Does it sound like a Karen? I want to speak to your manager. And probably you cannot video me. Miss She looks like she was a mad lady. I can see that too. All right, let's go with Dean.
Any of y'all old enough to remember Jan and Dean? There was a video, a movie about them. I enjoyed the movie. But I don't, I guess Dean could be that Dean. Maybe. Don't know. Let's go with that.
That looks like a happy fella. Still happy go lucky. Well, they should be, well, except for that hat. Let's see. I don't know. What do you think he looks like he works? Where does he work? Where does he work? What's he do? What's he like to do? How about, I guess I was thinking he could be a police officer. Except for police officers. Well, I guess not all police officers wear hats. That's just a plain white hat. Let's go. Oh, that's Stephanie. And Stephanie, she kind of reminds me of that fella used to be in a lot of the movies. I can't remember his name though. Or maybe he was on Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live used to be funny.
back, when it first started. Dan Aykroyd, Jim Belushi, that whole crew was him or John Belushi, I think. Well, Cameron looks like he
in a 007 thing, or maybe a longshoreman. That would make sense to me. I don't know about it.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. So, yeah.
She looks a lot like a lot of the same hairstyle, a little bit longer than Elsa's. And you notice that most of them have their hair going that direction, most of the women do. Well, Jackie.
Well, she kind of reminds me of a lot of these protesters you see out there. I see a lot of those videos because that's what my feed sends me, and I do watch them, so here we go. It's hard to say. Well, I don't know. Y'all enjoying the experiment? Let's see. Yeah, they used to have a couple others I don't see on here. That's all right. Let's go and we'll just put it clear.
There we go. I don't know what to tell you at this point. I'm still waiting on the rum to get soaked into the peanuts. Oh wow, it's about time. Which is, I guess I was a little late in getting the I guess I spent a lot of time doing that and didn't realize how long we were going. Now normally I have it on scoreboard, and if I wanted, if I told a fart joke, yeah, I don't care for those too much, but I kind of like these. Yeah, sometimes it feels like there's nothing but crickets. Let's see. I could add some of these if I wrote a little storyline, maybe. Aguirre, the original not ready for primetime players, were awesome. Oh yes, I agree. You remember Landshark? Landshark was funny. And that Deep Thoughts. Now I don't know if that was the earliest one, one of the earliest ones, but I remember watching Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. Landshark. Yeah, that was funny. In fact, I did a video based on that, and I used my voice mod. Let me see if I can find it. I'll play it for y'all. Y'all may enjoy that. I enjoyed making it. It made me laugh. It's stupid, but it's funny at the same time. I guess you'd call it dark humor. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Let's see. I tell you what, I'll start one there. I'll move it tab to a new window and just slide it over here so I can very easily put it up. I guess it would have been just easy on the other one as well. Let me share the screen, entire screen, and that's this one right here. Include the audio. Pepsi cheeseburger. No, yeah, I remember that. Those were good things, good skits. But these days it just seems like it's all political, and of course everything over there seems to be run by liberals, I guess. Chevy Chase and you're not. I'm Chevy Chase and you're not. How about Norm Macdonald? He wasn't in the original, but man, I enjoyed his when he was doing them OJ jokes. That was funny. let me see if I can go through and find that video that I did. Let's see. There it is. All right. What video was the name of it? I may have to go and just search for it. Let's see. Trip to Disney. No, that's not it. I'll just look. Dark humor, maybe. Here we go.
My kid's been bugging me forever to take them to Disney World.
Daddy, take us to Disney World. I want to go to Disney World. Ride all them rides.
Well, I got tired of hearing it. So one day I said, load up. We gonna go down to Disney World. You could ride all them rides.
I ain't going to Disney World. I ain't going to Disney World. I ain't gonna ride the ride.
So we all got loaded up, and I drove them down to Windsor Ruins, that mansion that burned to the ground. I said, oh no, Disney World got burned down. And that's how I saved all that time and money. Love, I bastard.
To me, that's funny. It's a little bit on the dark humor side, but I enjoyed making it. I actually went down and I did tour the Windsor Ruins. They're over near Natchez, Mississippi, and my friend Wallace, he's from that area, and so we went to. In fact, he was the fellow you saw, heading out, walking away. Rum will take on, or peanuts will take on the taste, or rum will take on the taste of peanuts. I guess peanuts kind of take on the taste of the rum too. Interesting fact. I know I've already told this, so some of y'all probably already heard it. But thank y'all for coming in and listening to me banter. Or drone on, however you want to look at it. I'm eating the peanuts with the rum to try and lower my blood sugar. But ever since I've been trying this, I hadn't woke up in the middle of the night having to head to the restroom. I was doing that at one point, which reminds me, the worst part of being in the police academy was, they have water, they want you to stay hydrated, and they give you these big water bottles, and when you go to bed, or right before you go to bed, they take you over for fruit call, where they'll give you some kind of a fruit, probably an apple. Every now and then you get a banana or orange or whatever, and so you'd sit down, you'd eat the fruit, and they give you a granola bar, and you'd eat that. And at some point, they're gonna hand you. You're supposed to fill up your water container, and right before you leave, they tell you to take the lids off of these. It's about that tall and about that big around. So you're supposed to fill these things up with water. But if you do that and you don't drink all the water, before you leave, they tell you to take the top off of it and turn it up over your head. So you end up with water all over you because you're supposed to drink all that water. Well, we were going during the summer, and so the dehydration, and it was hot. exceptionally hot. And so they wanted to make sure you didn't have, any negative effects from the heat. And that was why they were, trying to make sure you were so well hydrated, because that will keep that from happening. But when you drank all this water and you hit the rack, a lot of times you'd have to get up and go to hit the restroom. And that may not be a problem for most people most of the time. But when you are at the police academy, you have to go through, and you're not allowed to watch. They keep changing the clocks. There ain't but one clock. The only person that gets a clock gets a watch is the platoon leader. But I admit I brought a clock, and I never wore it except for when I was in bed. And that was only about halfway through the academy. We had to go 12 weeks. But the problem with it, when you get to sleep, you get up, have to go to the restroom, you come back, and all of a sudden, you don't know what time it is. You get the feeling that you're just about to have to wake up. And so you don't want to try to doze off, and you have to. Otherwise, you ain't going to get no sleep. Because it could be 30 minutes after you doze off before you actually end up going, have to head to the restroom. But, we had, I think we started with 75, 80 folks. We only graduated 48. Really wanted to get 49 because we were class 249. It just would have been numerically fitting. All right, see you in a minute, Gandalf. Well, I'm just finishing off my peanuts. But I think they actually do help, at least that's the impression I get. I did look it up. Look it up. And according to Google, alcohol, a little bit of alcohol can lower your blood pressure for up to 12 hours, according to Google. And from what Google says as well, the peanuts will help keep a steady sugar level. So I guess the effect is, now does it work? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I didn't stay in Holiday Inn Express last night. I can't verify. All I can tell you is, and I know it's anecdotal, but for me, whether it actually lowers my blood sugar or not, I've seen some positive effects from it. The way I do it is I put about a half a cup of sugar or half a cup of peanuts in here, and then I pour rum to make sure they're covered. And then, sometimes I add a little bit extra. It's just kind of nice to have some rum. But it's not enough to really give me any kind of stupid intoxicating effect. Now, it may some folks, but it doesn't me. So, anyhow, I'm working on these peanuts, and hopefully, hang on. Tammy won't let me bring all the dogs to bed unless she's off the next day. Works for me because, you know, when she's off the next day, she can bring them in the other room, play with them, whatever. Now, Nikki will stay in bed with me. She usually, when she gets into bed, I'll raise the cover, the top cover. I've got 3 or 4 covers on there on my side of the bed. Any of y'all, by the way, any of y'all do that? Got 2 sets of covers? I'm curious as to that. I've got a set of covers for my side of the bed, and Tammy has a set of covers for her side of the bed. If we have the same set of covers, mine tend to stay fairly steady, fairly level. Even when I do toss and turns, they stay in place. Tammy's, I can make them, you know, or she can make her bed, and in the morning, they're all going to be every which way. Doesn't make any sense to me. But she will steal my covers if we only have 1 set. And then she'll throw them off of her. Craziest thing I ever saw. Well, maybe not technically the craziest, but it's pretty crazy. Almost there. Now, you got your mess all cleaned up. That's awesome, Shawnee. Did you get all the presents wrapped? Hope so. By the way, it's good to see you on that live stream. Well, this year we're just going through. I did get some beverages to give away. I don't blame you. You know, if I was rapping, you know what I'd do? I'd just get a bag, throw it in the bag, hand it out. That would be, you know, my solution. But this year, Tammy went and got some coffee cups, and she got some candy to put in them. I don't know if it's chocolate or hard candy or what, but that's what she got. And we are, our present to our family members this year is just, I'm giving them each of them a check. I'm going to leave it blank as far as who it is, and just let them send it and ask them to send it to their favorite charity. So now I've still got drinks for them. That's usually what I get them for Christmas. So they're getting, I guess, a double bonus. And let's see. I've got the Santa sacks just to stuff it with it all in the bag. But I thought, well, I could wrap everything too. Oh, wow. That's a lot of work. Oh, but, well, the truth, yes, you probably could go through and spend a lot of time looking for something specifically for each individual. But to do this every year, and it's hard to know what, and the fact is, I can't tell you how many times when you do that, and they end up saying, oh, that's so cool, and they don't bother telling you, I just bought one of those because I liked it and thought it was good. Stuff some cash and empty ornaments for a few. That makes good sense. Well, I mean, the fact is, if you do, you know, if you just cut them a check, you know, and let them send it to their favorite charity, it does a couple of things. One, it gives to what is you expect to be a good cause. Two, it doesn't run the risk of repeating them getting something they just got because they liked it, they saw it, liked it, and went ahead and bought it. Because most folks, you know, are going to buy Well, most folks get what they want anyhow. So, unless you go out and get something just really extravagant, I don't know anybody these days that can afford to buy a whole bunch of extravagant gifts. Well, I guess I know a few, but that makes sense to me. I did get a little bit extra, just to wash the cup out. A little bit extra rum. Don't worry, I ain't going to work. Although, no, I'm just playing. My intent with this channel is to, at some point, I'll get it, I'm just going to keep working on it. I've got about 4 years, 3.5 years to continue to work on it so that at some point I can go through, and once I retire, maybe, and that'll probably be 5, 6 years, maybe 7 years from now, then maybe have it monetized and it'll be used as an additional cash stream. But in the meantime, I'm just going to come on here, hop on. I think with this channel, my other channel, Belt Loop 29, I'll do like live streams sometimes during the day. And I think I'll continue to do live streams on this channel at night. Hey, sweetheart, come here. I go to pick her up. She runs. Beggars. She's too shy these days. I guess she just didn't like all the attention. Well, I do want to thank you for coming in. If you hadn't said anything in a little bit, if you could type something in chat, it'd be appreciated. Shawnee Grows, I do appreciate it. I am still going to continue to be doing a lot of, any gardening, that type of stuff. I will be doing that on my home, on my homestead channel. The truth is, I still garden a little bit, although I don't tend to spend as much time doing it as I was. But I've got the channel. Tammy still gardens a lot. Might go live Wednesday night. You don't work? Cool. Hey, that sounds like a winner. Give me a heads up. I'll come over. And now, do you have an idea what time? Yep. Well, I still know a lot about gardening. I studied a lot, and I still know it. I just don't always put it all into practice. Interesting story, I guess. I don't know. Shawnee, have I ever told you why I started gardening to begin with? I never grew anything before 2020. I got a, Kofifi hit, and I'm a police officer. My job is pretty secure. I'm gonna have to, I've got to show up for work even on holidays and what have you. That's a trade-off. I don't get to spend holidays with my family and what have you. I did ask off and took off for Thanksgiving this year. That was the first time in 10 years I've done it. Good question. 8:30 Central. Sounds like a good idea. Let me know. Give me a head up about that time, and I will. Have you already got it set up? Well, I was, as a police officer, I've been a police officer for about 10 years, and in 2020, Kofifi hit. Well, it didn't affect me a whole lot. There was a lot less traffic on the road, but I had to go to work every day. And, I guess I wasn't thinking a whole lot about, because, I still had to go. Anyhow, hey, Mina Milton, good to see you. Anyhow, so we went through and let's see, headed to bed. Well, have a good night, brother. Step in and say hi. Have Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well, and a Happy New Year. But my brother, who was living up in Kentucky at that time, called me and told me the brother that was here in Mississippi, just down the road, he's an appraiser and he hadn't had a job in apparently a month or so, and more than a month. So that gave me cause for great concern. After all, my brother has 5 kids. Me and Tammy don't have any kids, and I had been buying up some canned goods, just because I was freaking a little bit, because people were stuff was going out of the grocery store, and people were doing stupid things like buying up all the toilet paper, and you started having all these sections of the grocery store that didn't have anything in them. There wasn't any meat on a lot of the days they didn't have any hamburger meat or anything else in there. So I was buying some things to make sure there was at least food to eat. I can't imagine anything worse than not having food. And so I went through, and when I heard that my brother hadn't been working, I heard that about 1 o'clock in the morning, when I heard that. And so I loaded up the back of the truck with several totes of all this stuff we had been accumulating. After all, it's just me and Tammy here, but he's got his wife and 5 kids there, and I think they had somebody else staying there with him as well. So I loaded up the truck and drove it over. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and his kids were still up. I got them to help me, and we unloaded, everything in the truck, put it in their house. Well, I did that one more time in the morning. After all, you're talking 5 kids. Kids eat a lot, from what I understand. That's my recollection. We ate a lot as kids. It ain't like you can just not feed them some days. They pretty much require food every day. So, but I began to realize that, I couldn't do that every week. I couldn't do that every month. I couldn't, I had spent a pretty good penny on all that. And the most economic way to do that at this point was to start a garden. And so we started a garden. We got a lot of, my brother and, his kids and my wife, and, we all went out there and started a garden. Now, it was a huge garden. It was my cousin let me use, a spot on their property, and it was about 5,600 square feet. That's a pretty good sized garden. Well, we planted okra and tomatoes. We probably had 100 tomato plants out there, and watermelons, and squash, and all these different things. And but and I did that for a couple of years, at least 2 years. The second year is, we did have some help the first year. The second year was basically just me and my brother. And so, but I started learning about gardening because I wanted to make sure that nobody went hungry. None of the people that I care about, the folks that I love, went hungry. And so that's why I learned about gardening. And I put hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of hours into studying it just to make sure I did it right. I do have a tendency to be a little obsessive compulsive. And, in fact, I got another story I'll tell you. When I first started YouTubing, let's see, grow every day in every way. That's right. Try to get better at whatever you do. But, groceries, hey, the stuff that you grow is more nutritious and tastes better anyhow. So there was a situation when I first started doing YouTube, and I first started doing YouTube after I started gardening because I didn't want to have a gardening journal. So anyhow, I did a couple of videos on that, and I guess after I'd been doing that a little while, I guess I wanted more folks to watch it. And so I started thinking every way I could to increase the number of viewers. I've learned how to do that, but and it's not the way I was doing it, at least not efficiently. I would go through and I've got, at that time, after I graduated police academy, I just had started having a whole bunch of folks were sending me friend requests. And so I would go through and I would, I was proving all these friends. Well, guess what? Some folks got in there and I'm afraid a lot of them weren't very reputable, or some of them weren't very reputable. But I would go through and I hate mass emails. So I got, and individually, I would write individual messages to folks asking them to check out my YouTube channel. Well, I came across one, and technically, they wrote me a message. It was on Instant Messenger on Facebook. I used to do Facebook all the time, and I had almost 5,000 people on my friends list. Nikki, I can't sit there and toss it to you if you just gonna hold on to it. So I had somebody send me an email and said a message, whatever you call it, and said, I started a conversation. So I started talking with them, and then they started saying, first they said something about, I do, it was, the person was claiming to be a female. I don't know if they were or not, but I mean, you can't ever tell these days on by somebody's channel page, whatever. And so anyhow, they said that they did adult videos. I said, well, I wasn't judging. I said, okay, I didn't ask for one. I didn't keep going down that path. It was just, my whole focus was just to go through. Well, then they go through and say something about their grocery was, their refrigerator was empty, and how they were raising a kid, and their grandparent, they said they were from Houston, and started to give me a sob story. Well, I don't mind helping folks. In fact, it's kind of my point most of the time. Anyhow, so they said something other about wanted me to get a Cash App so I could send them money. I said, well, I don't do that. Said, but I tell you what I will do. They would talk about how their refrigerator was empty. I said, well, I'll tell you what. You're in Houston. There are Walmarts everywhere. So while I'm not going to send you money directly, I will contact I'll contact the Walmart that's closest to you. I'll call the store manager and make it a point to make arrangements to put, to fill your refrigerator up. And so they said, no, send me money. I said, no, I don't do that. Well, I'm not going to send you an adult video. I said, I never asked for one. I never wanted one. Well, I'm not, you promise all this. I said, I didn't promise anything. They try to make you feel guilty, and it's just a scam. It's just a scam. Don't fall for it. Don't allow yourself to fall for some of these scams. I was willing to spend up to $300 just to make this person who I did not even know make sure that they had food in their refrigerator. But all they wanted me to do is send them money. Well, guess what? There's always more than one way to take care and help people. But ultimately, they didn't care about that. They didn't want scams are awful, and they can be very, very but don't be skeptical. I'm not saying not to care, because I care, but I'm also very skeptical, when somebody tries to feed me some kind of a line. So all I'm saying is that when people approach you and they're wanting you to send them money, see if that's the only way to help that person in that way. And I didn't know them from Adam. The fact is that there's a lot of people out there like that. And some people, there's people that try to convince you this, that, and other. Will only believe, I'm not saying not to believe anybody, but I mean, even people that I've known have tried to scam, and people that, maybe they fell on hard times or something. I try to help them out anyhow, but still, you can't help but feel sad for some folks. But some of those folks make tons of money. They've shown video of people that were on the side of the road, holding up a sign, about how they're poor, and then they get in some kind of, when they leave that area, they go hop in a nicer car than yours or mine, and go to a nicer house. Now, do all of them? No, I don't believe that. But I did run across somebody at one point that was holding up a sign said, "We'll work for food." Actually, I think they said, "I'm hungry. I will work for food." I said, "Okay." I was just a college student at that time. Didn't have hardly any money, but I did have food at the house in the refrigerator. So I pulled over. I said, "Hey, I ain't got no money, but I've got food in the refrigerator. You come home, you wash some dishes, I'll feed you. Make sure you're nice and full." They said, "No, I'm really just looking for money." I always try to come up with alternatives or find some way. It doesn't even hurt to point out what somebody's word is, what they're asking for. So I don't know. Anyhow, with that, I've been live for, I guess, an hour and 22 minutes. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, Shawnee, and everybody else that's that still. I mean, we've got 5 people in the chat, and hey, Waffles, good to see you. And chat, Merry Christmas. Well, I appreciate that. Anyhow, you just caught me here at the tail end. I'm about to sign off, but thank you for coming in, and hopefully everybody else will have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. It is now technically Christmas Eve. It's 1:31 in the morning, 1:32 a.m. and Christmas Eve day, and tomorrow is Christmas. And I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. Hopefully you'll get to spend it with folks that you love and that you care about. And thank you, Gandalf, for coming in. Thank you, Waffles. Thank you, Shawnee, and everybody else that's here. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We're going in